What's up guys, welcome back. I'm Mr. Universe as you know, and right now what you're seeing here on your screen is the solar system. Now I was doing my solar system explained series. This is episode 2. You can click the link in the description to see episode 1. Well, basically we're just going to do a crash course on all the solar system planets. So let's get right into it. I'm a bit on time. Reactor in the center of our solar system, the Sun. Now the Sun is pretty unique because first of all it's a star, and second of all it's as I said, a ginormous nuclear reactor in the center of our solar system. Now the Sun is classified as a yellow dwarf and has the mass of one Sun. That is equivalent to 1048 Jupiters, plus that is also equivalent to 333,060 Earths. Now the Sun also has the radius of 1.01 Sun, because its width is more than a Sun. I don't know what's about that. Its surface temperature is gonna change it to Celsius, 5,502 Celsius, and its age is 460.66 galactic years. Now let's go over to the closest planet to the Sun, and also the smallest, Mercury. Now a little bit of a fun fact, Mercury is actually smaller than some of Saturn's and Jupiter's moons. Just a little fun fact. Anyway, this is a terrestrial planet. It has the mass of 0.0553 Earths. To put that in other words, it has the mass of 4.49 moons. So it's 4.5 moons basically. Its age is 4.50 galactic years, and it is mostly made out of iron. Now it also has some silicate, as you see in this diagram. The silicate is in its core and has no water and no hydrogen. Let's now go to the hottest planet of the solar system, Venus. Now Venus is the second closest planet to our Sun, but it is the hottest. The reason why is because of this very thick atmosphere. You know, when you're asleep, you have this warm, comfortable blanket. That's essentially stopping the heat from escaping the blanket. So this is basically blanketed, in other words called the greenhouse effect. It has iron as the core, and the silicate, which is mostly covering this area. It is slightly smaller than the Earth. Let me just check its mass. It's 0.815 Earths, and the radius is 950 Earths, so it is slightly smaller. The reason of that, I don't know. And also another fun factor about Venus is that it's actually orbiting backwards. All of the planets in our solar system are orbiting, I think, clockwise. Well, this Venus is orbiting anti-clockwise. Nobody knows why, but another surprising thing is that its similarity is half of Earth, and its life likelihood is 0.0350. Now, I don't know how accurate this is, because once you land on Venus, you will first be encountered by the massive temperatures, and then the massive pressure, and then also the sulfur dioxide and lava. Now let's go over to Venus's twin, Earth. Now Earth, the blue pole, is our home as you know it. It has the composition of iron 24.7%, silicate 75.3%, water 0.0239%, and hydrogen only a measly 0.0000062%. Now, Earth is inhabited by the only living things, which is us and the other species. Earth is also the only planet to have water on it. Earth is also the biggest terrestrial planet there is in the solar system, basically. Earth has one moon as you know it. The moon isn't over here for some apparent reason, but who knows. Anyway, let's go to Mars. Mars is quite similar to Earth, and scientists say that it used to be like Earth because it's a terrestrial planet, has poles and seasons, and it's tilted. Now, the mass of Mars is 0.107 Earths. The radius is 0.532, and so basically this is the quarter of Earth. Now I'm just going to do something chart, so that we have an accurate description. Okay. So this is Mars over here. No, that's Mercury, sorry. Yeah, this is Mars over here, and it is a quarter size of Earth. So if there was no spaces, Earth would there would be four masses basically. Now let's go over to the asteroid belt series of that. And let's go to the Jovian planets. Now the reason I said Jovian planets is actually because there are two types of Jovian planets. One is ice giants and the others are gas giants. So the first two planets are gas giants and they're the two most biggest planets. First there's Jupiter, which is the biggest planet and is also known for its iconic red spot. Now the red spot is getting smaller, but basically it's a ginormous storm and it's a cyclone basically. Now the mass of this big giant is 1 Jupiter, but in other senses it is 318 Earths. The radius is 11.0 Earth, and its composition is mainly hydrogen. Now if there were like 27 more Jupiters and they all crashed into each other, this would make a very small star, but it wouldn't be able to actually rival the Sun because it would be very small. The next one is Saturn, and it is known for its iconic rings. Unfortunately, in this simulation, it doesn't think that. Oh yeah, by the way, Jupiter has I think 72 moons, while Saturn has recorded 80-ish moons. Now Saturn is known for its iconic rings. Unfortunately, the iconic rings aren't part of this planet, so it's not in this simulation. Anyway, just like Jupiter, it is mainly made out of hydrogen. It is the second biggest planet. It has the density of 0.299 Jupiters. The radius is 9.14 Earths, and and the density is 0.687 Gs. Anyway, Saturn is now crowned having the most moons, having 80-ish moons, as I said before. I can't remember the exact number, but I have a feeling that Jupiter has more moons, because some of these moons are very small. They are more like asteroids. So that's basically it. Now we're entering the ice giants, both Neptune and Uranus. Now the first is Uranus. Uranus is not like the other gas giants, mainly composed of hydrogen. It has a little bit of iron, which is in solid, 0.678% of solid iron, silicate which is also solid, and it's 2 earths, and water is covering most of it, which is 10.9 earths, and hydrogen is only 0.970 earths worth. So its mass is 14.5 earths, its radius is 3.98 earths, and it has Neptune has 14 moons and is quite ordinary except for its dark spot. Now its dark spot is a raging storm, and it has gone smaller. Now this is the end of our solar system, but there's still many dwarf planets that are there. There's Senna, Eris, Makemake, Quasar, Orcus, countless. Now I'm not going to go in detail, just I hope you enjoyed the video. Please can you subscribe to my channel? It would really help me help my motivation to make these types of videos. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave the like in the comments and comment what videos do you want to make. Thank you. Goodbye.